Hello gamers, it is me. Welcome back to another YouTube video. I think finally finished this sketchbook. Took me like a month, a little more than a month, more like 2 months. But like damn. Anyway, just show off the cover page. These are just like from I just realized I need to censor this. But these are from visiting my grandma. This is Umi from Prism, one of the Prisms. This was a sticker I randomly got from a order I made on Etsy, and this is also from Etsy. Me and my sister found this old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles book and had stickers, so I sold that. This is from this random book of stickers. This is a sticker I made of Mau Mau from Apothecary Diaries. And this is a sticker I got from something. It's about saving PBS, obviously. Started this May 6th, and I finished June 24th. So, closer to 2 months. This is me. This is Satan with a bow. I don't know, I want to draw him coquette. And then that's me sad. That was probably Vent art. Now, the reason I finished this so quickly is because I did a lot of figure studies, so, it's gonna be a lot of figure studies. I'm probably gonna brush over most of them, but you know, this is just classic Sidaria, Sainaria kissing stuff. You can always tell when I'm yearning because I'm drawing my OCs kissing. This was like some like art I made because I was thinking about like doing my OCs to that nasty dog animation meme, but I don't know if I will do it. I would like to. I have to find time, you know. This is a study for backgrounds. This is one of Ninja OWO's art. We're gonna skip over that because that's kind of a event page. That's a Katharina, and then I did some family trees. I would really like to do like a nice like family tree of my OCs, but those would take a while. This is another background study. Figure studies. This is the Vendetta concept art. I don't know what to call it, but the draft idea for Vendetta from A Tale of Origins. That video has long been out by now, so if you want to know about that. Oh, my phone is dying. That's kind of unfortunate timing. I think I can just plug it in and keep recording. If there was an awkward cut, my phone was on low battery, so I was able to just plug it in. These are just some like pose practices. Been trying to get better at my poses, so just here's Sakahiro in a pose. Still not the proudest, but I think I don't know, I feel like this is like a more energetic pose than normal. I think the arm is posed a bit weird, to be honest, but I wasn't using a reference, so I think I did my best. This is an Iris redesign, although I don't think I changed very much anyway. This is a scrap storyboard. This was like a scene in Kingdoms, like the version that I'm writing, and that's part of the scrap storyboard. This is another scrap storyboard. I don't remember what this was for, but I guess I dropped it pretty quickly. More background studies. This is a background from Cast Off. It's a webcomic by the Starfish Face. I like it. And then me trying to do more posing stuff. Here's some ears poses. This one I ended up doing, but I think these two are still kind of cute. And I could have done like a more like those scene girl pictures if I could figure out the pose. I don't know, that would have been fun. This was a storyboard. I think this also got scrapped. I draw a lot of Sataria, but like I drew Arsene and Nico for once. And then I think this was like some Yayloker trend, but I forget the name of it. I don't know. Another scrap storyboard. Who would have thought? And then for this, I drew my OCs. Okay, I thought someone was like at the door, and I'm like, who the hell is that? But that was just my cat. Anyway, these are some Kingdoms characters. I drew them as this one Malice Miser picture, because, I don't know, I really wanted to. This is Satan. I don't remember. All I remember is that this was Gokt, and this was Manasama. Don't ask who the rest were as, but Satan as someone, Catherine as Manasama, Takehiro's Gokt. Fun fact, I think Gokt, I was considering making a voice claim for Takehiro, but I didn't go with it because Takehiro's voice claim has always been, it's always been Will Wood. This is Iris, and this is Milena. I drew that really interestingly. That looks kind of bad and weird out of context, but whatever. This is more background studies. Actually, I think I was trying to figure out the layout of like the palace in Kingdoms. This is more like just like practicing backgrounds. I was like, what would Katharina's room look like? And that was sketch at that, and also just to Takehiro, because why not? Okay, these are figure studies. More figure studies. And that's, I feel like I skipped a page. Did I skip a page? 1 second. No. Okay. This is just Katharina doing Takehiro's makeup. I don't know. I thought it would be cute to draw just for fun. I think this was just like a study of my room, and then, oh, I should have censored that, but that's another figure study. These are just some Arya doodles. I want to draw her in just some like random outfits, because why not? Figure studies. Figure studies. I'm guessing these were for another scrap storyboard? I don't know. I also don't remember what that was. This was for my Aegis swapped video, Kirana with the songbird Aegis. Like I said, if there's art that's gonna appear or has appeared in another YouTube video, I'm not gonna go over them too much, so it'll be brief. This was Katharina trying to redraw her reference and also figure out her butterfly ears, because I've always struggled with those. Figure studies, more figure studies. This is a storyboard for potential story time. I don't know if I'm gonna do it though. I don't know. Not right now, but maybe I'll revisit it again in the future. Figure studies, but this time faces, because I feel like my faces have been kind of funky. And this guy looks a lot like Mr. Beast somehow, even though this was not Mr. Beast at all in the original. More face studies. Oh god, this one is scary. And this is a Chibi Saiyan. I'm not that happiest of that though, so. This is a Mau Mau from Apothecary Diaries, and this is Takehiro in just an outfit I've imagined him having and wearing sometimes, with Catherine just being like, nice. Rest of these are face figure studies, but this is Yoko from Apothecary Diaries. I don't know, I think she's pretty. I like her hair. Figure studies. I really like the shading of the hair in this one. And then, oh god, this looks horrifying. More figure studies. I think I was just trying to draw a face and shade it. And then I wanted to just draw my OCs like doing outfit swaps just for fun. Here's Catherine in Takehiro's outfit and Takehiro in Katharina's outfit. And I also decided to like change up their hair just a tiny bit. Mostly just adjust the bangs. And here is a storyboard that I actually committed to. It's Yayloker animatic for Kitten Leverett, which it's been up. At the time of recording, it's up, but like by now, whenever this comes out, it's probably been up for like a while, so go check that out. But yeah, Kitten Leverett animatic was like the last animatic I did and will do for a while. Because I really did want to be like a storyboard artist, but I think I'm just, I don't know, not working out, can't get any jobs for it, and I would need to go to art school for it, but I don't think I want to go to art school. And it's expensive as hell, so I don't know. Trying to figure out what the hell to do with my life. But anyways, figure studies. I really like the shading in these ones. A shame I couldn't figure out how to recreate that though. Because like that's some of the best shading I've done for my figure studies, and then the rest still look pretty bad. I think I was just trying to figure out like a thumbnail, even though it all looks like the same. This is another Katharina pose. This one I drew direct inspiration from Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter is her voice game, by the way. And this is Asun from the Alphabet Challenge. The rest are figure studies. More figure studies. More figure studies. More of the Yayloker animatic. This was Colette with the cat Aegis. This is a Takahiro. Kitten Leverett animatic. Figure studies. Figure studies. Figure studies. Oh my god, that's crazy. Guys, figure studies? Figure studies. Another Yayloker animatic thingy. Another Mau, another Chibi Satan, a Chibi Arsene, and then just trying to figure out like side views of Satan. I think this one is more like a top view, or he's like kind of looking back. Katharina and Takahiro doing, you know, and then Satan and Nari sleeping. I don't know, I think I was tired. More figure studies. Figure studies. Figure studies. Kitten Leverett animatic. I think I did like one more page of these. Figure studies. Figure studies. And then this is where I ran out of my pink post-it notes, so I had to use these little yellow thingies. I need to buy more post-it notes. Figure studies. Kitten Leverett animatic. This might have been the last one. This is just a Satan. Don't worry about it. Figure studies. Figure studies. Figure studies. Guys, did you know figure studies? That's crazy. Yeah, unfortunately a lot of this sketchbook is just figure studies. That's why I filled it up so fast. Otherwise, I think I would still be working on this. This was a study of someone's art. I'm gonna have to look through something to find out the username, but just figuring something out. And I think this was the last of the Kitten Leverett animatic, because I was like, okay, the rest of this is just repeating lyrics, so I don't know what to do for the rest. I forget this guy's name, but this was for the Aegis Swap video, and then this is a Milena. This was Rosie for my Hasman Hotel redesigns. Figure studies. Figure studies. Something about this one just looks kind of silly. I mean, the shading's awful, but like, you know. Oh, I love when all my post-it notes just stop sticking, I swear. Unfortunately, I think these post-it notes are just, I don't know, I think they're meant to be more like bookmarks and like post-it notes, I guess. Where the hell was this? I don't know where this was. I don't know how this got here. Okay, we're just gonna move that. T-posing Satan for some reason. I don't remember why I did that. That's Milena. I found this pose and I thought it would be funny to draw her. It fits, so. Figure studies, figure studies. Figure studies. This was same, like, not a study, but I was just trying to draw on that person's style, so. These are OCs that I've drawn before. This is Chanel Fujimoto. I still have to figure her design because I don't know, the skirt still looked kind of silly to me. And then this is her ex-husband, Yami. Can I say? Yeah, actually they're not. Their story is like barely in Kingdom, so it's fine if I spoil it, I guess. I don't even know if this counts as spoilers, but basically, we're together, then they broke up, and then they got back together. So, Anyway, here's Chanel doing Yami's hair for some reason. Oh no, she's brushing his hair, actually. Figure studies. Sane and Arya holding hands. Oh, that's just vent art. Oops. I'll censor it. Just an Arista. Here's a Satan in a cool outfit. And then Arista do an Arista side profile. I still gotta figure out side profiles. Like, I kind of know how to do them, but they always look whack. I want to draw cafes, I guess. Face studies. Here's Winter and Jack from Hybrid High. Even though I haven't done much with them since the pilot, I still miss them. I would like to do I guess big sketchbook tour, I guess, of them. Or I don't know. I would like to do a Hybrid High sketchbook. I don't know. I haven't done it for some reason. I should though. Maybe after our fight's over, maybe I'll do that. Maybe next sketchbook I'll actually do that. Maybe I'll divide the sketchbook and do like front half Hybrid High, back half other stuff. And that's still them. This is Tia from Ginger Ninja OWO story Prism, which I talk about a lot on here, so I'm gonna stop. Face studies and stuff. So it's another face study. I was doing shading studies. It looks absolutely horrifying. Here's a nose study. I'm trying to practice like shading and doing noses. The realistic way, at least. This one isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Here's Ursula and Arya watching a movie. They're just chilling. Also, Arya has a Satan plushie. That's important to know. Also, I must point out that because of Satan's horns, the blanket kind of does that, so. And they're kissing. Wow, who would have thought? And then that's just me. I was tired, probably. This was for DTIYs, for victory draws on Blue Sky. I wanted to join this, but I didn't think I would have time to do like a fully like digital completed version, so I did a sketchy version, and I'm forgetting their pronouns, so I'm going to use they, them. I'm sorry, Victory, if you're somehow watching this, but yeah, I didn't think I would have time to do a digital version, even though I would like to, so this was a happy medium. Here's an eye. I think this is pretty good. It's my friend Lemon. I was like, what if I drew my friends as My Little Pony characters? Here's Lemon as Applejack, Cappy as Rainbow Dash, I think. God, the anatomy. This is so bad, what the hell? These are characters in Kingdoms. They're not gonna be in the story for a while, if at all. They might appear in Kingdoms 3. If anyone does, it's probably gonna be him. But they're a polycule. This is a Mon, this is a Sura, this is Agma, and this is Diavolo. And I know that's a lot of A names again. I will sit down at some point and maybe change someone's name. I'm not sure who. I feel like Asura I would be fine with letting go of her name, so. I think I drew one of my friends as Twilight Sparkle, but I don't know why I wrote Frisk. I don't know what that's about, actually. This is Ethan for Magical Warrior Diamond Heart. I love Ethan. He's so cool. I love that guy. This is me as Fluttershy. I'm not as into it. I don't know. Something looks off. More Saint and Arya. He's just grabbing her face and kissing her. And it's cute and stuff. This was just figuring out a thumbnail. And these are just lip practices. And this is a lip. I think I followed a lip drawing tutorial. And then this is Dolios, a character in Kingdoms. Cannot say much, so sorry. Dolios again. That's me. I don't know why I drew me. This is for the Aegis swap video. Here's, I forget his name, but he has the cat Aegis now. And he's like a Catboy boxer. I think I was just, because it was Pride Month, and I was like, you know, my hoodie is like the Ace hoodie, but like, what if I like drew my other labels as like hoodies? But I don't know. I didn't like it. And then this is the Ginger Ninja OW study page. As you know, if you didn't already know, I really admire their art, so wanted to do some studies. I'm not the happiest with most of these, but I do like this Apollo. I got this Apollo done pretty good. The rest of these look really off. This is Susie Sue from Susie and the Banshees. This is an Apothecary Diary study. This is a Frankie for Lemon, an Eyeless Jack for Kit, and Saraboa for Cappy. These are gifts for my friends that I'm gonna see. I'm just being straight up because at this point they probably know. If they see this video, they'll be like, wow, you've had this in the works and stuff. Sin and Arya kissing, wow, how original. Who thought of that? I don't know. And then figure studies. I don't know why I drew the same pose twice. That's kind of weird. Figure studies. I like the shading of these two. And kind of this one. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I can do like shading well. Sometimes. Not all the time. And then the rest of the time it's like really bad. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, to be honest. And this is more of the outfit swaps. Here's Zayn with Arya's outfit. I think he looks really cute in it. Just the thing, because like his whole thing is that he doesn't really show much of his like bare arms or legs, at least in like the current time period of the story. So just he's got leggings under there, at least on his legs and his like bare shoulders. And here's Arya dressed up as Zayn. I think she looks super cool. Figure studies and Ayami. He's tired. This is more the outfit swaps. Arisa and Zayn's, or at least for his clothing, looks super cool actually. And I really like this side swept thing, to be honest. I do like kind of what I'm doing with her hair now, but like, I don't know. Now I kind of want to do this. I don't know if I'm going to do it though. And here's Lucifer with Arisa's outfit. Realistically, it would probably be super long, and for Arisa, it would be super tight if it didn't fit her, but you know. I don't know. I didn't think about that too much. Katharina and Takahiro. Shenanigans. Wow, I like how this is placed to not cover anything. Figure studies. More of the Aegis swaps. This was the last one, which I was really unhappy with. Oh, there's the fucking post-it note. It doesn't matter, because it's not gonna stay anyway, but you know. Yami. Because I need to make his new reference, even though, like, not much changed. I just changed some colors, but that's about it. I wrote for my alphabet challenge thingy. I think he was the last one I did. I think these... Yeah, this was coming up to the last stuff before our fight. Figure studies, and this is Marotsuki. Motto something for my friend Bun. More figure studies. More figure studies. Kind of like the shading for this and this. More figure studies. And I also like the shading for this. Did we skip a page? No. This was drawn after discovering JDK and really wanting it. Or wanting to own JDK clothing, but like struggling to find anything in my size. J fashion is brutal if you're plus sized, because I feel like all the cute stuff doesn't fit me, and then the stuff that does fit me I really don't care as much about, so. And I think this was kind of fenter, so we're not gonna go over that. Arsene and Nico outfit swap. I don't know, I think it's cute. I think Arsene looks really cute with her hair up like this. Her eyes are closed though. You don't see her eyes. You don't get to see her eyes. This is Zeta. Not a really imaginative pose, but whatever. This is kind of an old OC. Really old people that have like followed me for a long time may have heard the name Indiana. Her name is Kimi Mella now. She is, oh god, I can't remember if she's Dakota or Lakota, but I thought having these like really long braids would be fun. And then she's like a goddess of the earth. She's from like my own original pantheon. At one point it was the American pantheon, but I think that implied that she was like a Native American god. Like, she is Native American, but like not related to an existing Native American pantheon. Like, her ethnicity is just Native American, but also she's like a god for like a whole other thing. Then I was calling it freedom, which I mean I still didn't like because it was so overtly American. And I was thinking diversity, but that also has like I don't know, I feel like diversity pantheon sounds kind of weird, so I was like looking at synonyms and I was like came upon the word variance and I'm like, okay, variance pantheon, cool. Yeah, that's the problem with trying to name a pantheon. Like, I think naming it an ethnicity, just like Greek, the Greek pantheon, like you would think, oh well, they're all Greek gods related to Greece, which I mean it works for Greece, but for America, I think it has, like, different implications, so that was kind of my struggle with trying to find a name. But anyway, Indiana, now Kimi Mella. Oh, my DS charger just dropped. And this is her husband, Cosmos. He's, like, a god of, like, space and stuff. Here's another eye practice I did. This is just, like, Arsenite Sisters and Kimi Mella lore. I also thought maybe Kimi Mella should wear a crown, because she's like kind of like the leader deity, I guess. Like, she's queen of the gods. And also, they're like really ancient outfits. Trying to decide like super old outfits is really hard, because it's like, all you have to go off of them is cavemen. So, I do kind of want to talk about these, because these are like significant. So this is Arista. I would think in like really ancient times she would probably just wear like bear skins or something. Like, she just was just straight up wearing a bear here. Arsene, she has a feather dress, which would take like a long time to make. I don't know how she would do it. She's a goddess of creation though, so she'll find a way to make it work. And then Arya, her dress is like made of plants and flowers, so yeah. But yeah, her older sisters, they just straight up cut off their hair. Arya still kept it, though. I don't know if that will be canon, but just a scene. Figure studies. And I have to wrap this up soon, because my phone is getting really hot. Figure studies, figure studies. More figure studies, more figure studies. I love how this is, like, backwards. This is Marcel Kino for a future video. I'm not going to say too much. This is Jinshi from Apothecary Diaries, for something. Also not going to say too much. Zeta for his reference, and more figure studies. Figure studies, figure studies. Figure studies. This was, first draft of me for Art Fight. I think I'm going to make it a new Art Fight tradition, where for every, like, year, I'm going to make, like, a little alternate Sona outfit to fit the theme. And I joined Team Crystals, and I do like this outfit, but I think this is this is a lot similar to stuff I already have drawn from my Sona, so I ditched it. I do still like the idea though, so. More figure studies. I'm trying to remember what the hell this was for. Figure studies, and then Chibi Me. Trying to still figure out chibis. Figure studies, figure studies. More figure studies. Trying to figure out shading. Shading practice with an apple, and this is my friend Lemon for more gifts for when I get to Canada. Or unspecified country. Okay, this next sketchbook is a little weird. because when I started it, it was like, sorry, I'm like showing my feet. No feet, guys. Yeah, I got this in like 4th grade or something. Yeah, 4th grade. I got it in 4th grade. And it was like, in school it was meant to be like a poetry book, and then like after the school year ended, there was a little bit of pages left, but not a whole lot. And then I made it into a quote book, and then I stopped using it. But there's still like a couple of empty pages, so I figured I'll just use it up, finish it up, so I can just put it away. Anyway, more figure setties. I'm not showing the old poems because like it has like personal information in it, so I'm just gonna show the new stuff. Wow, my handwriting has not changed. Cappy for my friend Cappy. And then for my chibis, I just decided to just ditch this style and then just do this because I thought it would be easier. And then a little bit of figure studies, but nothing crazy. Figure studies, here are some skulls, here are some hands and feet. Those are drawn so weird. More figure studies, you can barely see them though. More figure studies. I should have thought to. Now you can see my bed. This is for an animatic that I'm gonna make, just like a just for fun one. You're probably not gonna see it on the channel anytime soon, but I am kind of being vague about it for a reason, so I'm not gonna say too much. Just some Satan doodles. This is him in a cool outfit, him and Arya, I guess they're dancing. Oh wait, no, this is just me doodling what I think they might be doing on their wedding, because I think when they got married, they eloped. They didn't have a big ceremony, because Satan's been there, done that already, and I don't think he's into big ceremonies anyways. So them kissing, Arya, Satan's eye, a bow, and Ankh, because that's a symbol, and then this is doodling what his wedding dress might look like, and also, yes, he wears a dress. That man is so gender non-conforming. I don't think he does not like suits at all. He hates them. Satan and Arya cuddling in a blanket. This is Kiyoshi for my prism swaps, which is a new video that I'm working on. I don't know if it's out by the time this video gets out, though. We'll see, I guess. Satan in a cool dress. I drew my cat, or a cat, I guess. I didn't use a reference. Not too bad, I guess. Takahiro and Katharina. This is Nico and Arsene. Katharina and Takahiro. Lucifer and Arisa and Takahiro. And yeah, that is all for these two sketchbooks. I'm really flying through these sketchbooks, which is so cool. I think the problem is that starting to run out of sketchbooks because I have like 3 more left. To be fair, one of those sketchbooks is like a huge 600-page sketchbook. It is ginormous. It's like 10 inches. So, that's gonna be fun to get to that sketchbook, but I don't know if it's time to buy new sketchbooks yet. I don't know. I also still have old notebooks that I've like barely or never used either, so yeah. That's it for this video though, guys. Subscribe to my Patreon if you would like to know more about what's up with that secret project that I've been working on. I promise though, the secret project will be revealed to you guys eventually. I don't have a date in mind though because of reasons, but one day you'll figure it out. But if you really want to know what's up with that, you can join and you can find out now. Been trying to post more on Patreon. I need to get into the habit of posting video previews there early. I think I just post a lot of the secret project stuff, but I want to do more than that. Anyways, thank you for watching. Bye!